Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crafty Chemist. Say hello if you're on. How's everybody doing today? Hello, everybody. Okay. I had a nice day. Hi, Julie. It was a nice day here. It was a little bit cool, not too hot. I can't get the zoom to be how I want it here. It's okay though. You can see most of the scrapbook layout. So, what did everybody do today? I did a lot today. What did I do? Oh, I took my mom out to lunch. We went to Chili's, and you know, Chili's has this $10.99 like smash burger meal. We got a burger and a fries, and then you could get an appetizer like chips and salsa, soup, or salad. And I got a salad, so I had hamburger, fries, a salad, plus that was just $10.99. Can you believe it? That's like cheaper than McDonald's. And then if you're a member of their rewards program, you can get free chips and salsa every visit. So we had a big thing of chips and salsa. It was really good and cheap. You know, relatively cheap. Cheaper than McDonald's, I think. And then I came home and recorded a video for next week. Because next week I will be flying in the air when I'm supposed to go live. So I recorded a video. We'll talk about that later. I didn't share it to the group yet. Let me share this. Okay, now I shared it to the group. Maybe people were waiting for that. Hey, Mom. So after lunch, I recorded the video. So it's all recorded. Now I just have to process it. And then I mowed the lawn. And that took me right up to the live tonight. So, this is a scrapbook layout that you definitely can craft along with. So if you want to, you can grab your paper and craft along. It's a really easy, simple layout. And it's totally based on this paper. But if you don't have this paper, you can do the same layout in some other paper. So I did a sample here to show you. It's exactly the same layout, but I use the Perfectly Pear paper. So if you want to craft along, but you don't have this, you still can. But this paper is so cute. I've done so many things with it. But look at this layout. It's so cute. But this is my sample layout that doesn't involve the Halloween. A perfect day. Just to show you that you can make something, you know, use something else with a totally different suite with the same layout. Okay? So let's talk about this layout. In this layout, let me show you how, I'll bring this up close so you can see. Hi, Diana. So this is so cute. Hope you can see the little critters there and here. Diana, I don't know if you saw, I'm using this paper, but if you want to craft along, you can make the same layout with a different paper. Like I used the Painterly Pears for this sample. Just to show you that you can use something else. So grab a paper. You just need, this is one sheet and then this much more of a second sheet. But that's because this is the front, this is the back. If you used, you know, you can get one sheet of this and then just use scraps or something from this. But, okay, let's talk about this set. This set is called Spooky Sweet. And I love this paper. This is not a kit. They do have this as a kit. It's called Spooky Sweet. They just came out. Let me see. As part of the online exclusives. I think it was part of the online exclusives. Oh no, maybe it's... Maybe they just came out. Oh yeah. It's called, here it goes. It's called Sweet Halloween Scrapbooking Workshop Kit, but that's not the layout that I did. But there is, using this set, there is a workshop kit. It's called Sweet Halloween. And they have the coordinating cardstock. And then you can get this paper that I'm talking about with the sticker sheet, with or without the sticker sheet. And this stamp set is made for more scrapbook likes because it's got some bigger titles. So yeah, this comes with the workshop kit, but it's not this layout. Okay, but this paper, at least some of it is in it. I don't have the kit, so I don't know specifically, but it's using this paper suite. Okay, so look at this paper, so cute. It's got the little black cats in the window. I love that. And then the back is like this. It's kind of wood grained with orange background. And then this is the paper that I used for this design. So as soon as I saw this paper, I knew that this exactly was the layout I was going to use. Because to me, this looked like, you know, a neighborhood where kids can go trick-or-treating. And then, you know, you have this part here. I did cut it down the middle, but... And then these are sort of card... they're card fronts that you can make little scenes on. Like, for instance, I made this tunnel card where I used this as the background. And then put the little characters, you know, here like they were trick-or-treating. So, so these are meant to be kind of card fronts. But if you don't like any of these, the back of the paper is really cute. It's Petunia Pop. So I love that. And then this paper is cute. It's like candy. It's got the sweet tart rolls, candy corn, and lollipops. And then these, I don't know, those might be gumdrops, but they're round, so they could be like jawbreakers or something. And they've got little bats and stars in there. So really cute. And then the back is nice too. It's got the black, and it's got some orange through it. This paper is really cute. It's got all these characters, so you could cut some of these out. If you don't like these ones, you can cut them out and put them, you know, put more on your little layout. Or you could cut some of those out and, you know, put them in characters on your scenes. Or you can just use it as background paper, right? I love this. This is a flamingo, right? Don't you think that's a flamingo? Cute. I think that's a little pig. I am not sure. I think this is a bat because it looks like there's little wings back there. So, and a bear. That's my guess. And then the back, if you don't like those, the back is really nice Halloween paper. Orange with kind of black dots. And then here's what's fun is that there's this punch out sheet that's got all these little characters. So these I just punched out and used on the layout. All of this is just punched out. This is a so easy layout. We'll be done early probably. Well, not, you know, I talk a lot, so maybe not done early, but really cute. Yeah, I think that's a glamorous flamingo. So this has got really cute. It's got the critters. It's got some brooms, candy corn. You know, I haven't decided if that looks like a tombstone or if that's a potion. I don't know. Here's definitely some kind of potion bottles, and you've got the cauldron, and then the tree, which I did use, and so a couple pumpkins and some bats. So I like this. And then this one, oh, I didn't show. Yeah, that doesn't have a back. This one is as a bunch of tags, and this goes with the treat bags. So this suite has these iridescent treat bags, and they're like opalescent. Oh, the spider thing is a label for the bottle. I guess that's probably true. That would fit on there. That would fit on there. I thought it was like another bottle, but you're right. That would be the label. So here's the treat bags, and then these are tags that you can use on these, or you can use them. You can use them as journaling boxes or whatever, decorations, title things on your cards, whatever. But I think they're meant to be tags, and I think they go with the treat bags. And then there's also this ribbon. It's Petunia Pop ribbon. And it's iridescent. I don't know if you can see the sparkles on it. It's got kind of that iridescent opal look to it that goes with the treat bags, or you can use them on a layout or cards or whatever. And then this one does have a back. It is gray, kind of streaked. So some really nice Halloween papers. Some very cutesy things, but then if you don't like the cutesy things, there's all of this. Look at this paper. I love the background paper of this. Look at these. I mean, such neutral papers. Oh, and then lastly from the suite, there's these stars. And these stars are, they're foam. They're like glitter foam stars. They're squishy and glittery. So these are so cute. If you signed up for my fall virtual crop, on September 27th, you're going to get some of these products so you can see what they are like. Oh gosh, I ripped this bag. That's okay. Okay, so enough about the papers and the sweet products. Okay, actually, I think there is I made a blog post that has all the measurements. And I will post a link now. Okay, there's the link. So it has the measurements, but I will tell you the measurements as we go along. Like I said, this layout was totally designed around this paper. But if you don't have this paper, that's okay. I showed earlier that you can make it with other paper, and it looks great too, right? It looks great. So grab your paper, and here's the second page that I made with it. So grab your paper, and you can craft along with me, even if you don't have Halloween. But let's make this one. So the measurements are based on this this paper. So I cut this paper here and then here. So this pink petunia pop part I put down here, and then this part I put up here. So this first measurement is 4 3/4, and then this one is 2 inches. So if you don't have this paper and are going to make one like this, do 4 3/4 for this paper, and then 2 inches for this paper. Okay, so let's cut this one. I actually have seen scrapbook layouts just like this, where they kept these two pieces together and put it like maybe at the bottom of the layout. You could do that too. I thought that was too much, you know, too much paper in one spot, so I put the top and the bottom. Okay. And then these three things, as I said, can be used for card fronts, or you can use the pink on the back. Okay, so let me get my base page here. I'm using white base. I thought about using pink, but then I thought that wouldn't show up very well. I also debated whether I should cut this up and rearrange it so that it didn't look the same, but I don't think I'm going to go to that extent. I think the house fronts are like far enough apart from each other that it doesn't look exactly the same. I don't know. Okay, so then I'm just going to put this right up here. But I thought this was such a cute idea. There we go. Put that there. And then the fencing down here. And again, this is 4 3/4 is the top one, and then this is 2 inches. And then I put this across the bottom. Yeah, it does. And I was thinking it kind of looks like it could be like a cemetery on this side, you know, and you're walking this way. I don't know why I thought about that, but I did. Okay, now I kind of cheated a little bit. I don't know if it's cheating or whatever, but you know, these foam dots I told you were glittery, right? It's that glitter foam. It's the glitter foam dots. And to me, it kind of looked like shimmer trim. Remember shimmer trim from Close to My Heart? Well, I looked to see what I had in my stash, and lo and behold, I had some black. I was thinking I might have Wildberry, but I did have some black. So I'm using the shimmer trim. This layout, to me, was good enough that I can use my shimmer trim. You know how you hoard things that you don't want to use the last of? That's kind of what I've been doing, but I figured I'm going to use it on this one. If you don't have shimmer trim, you can just cut a piece of black cardstock, or if you have black glitter paper, something like that, you could make your own kind of shimmer trim. There we go. Okay. And let's trim it here. So I think this was a good use of my shimmer trim. I think Michelle needs this paper for her grandkids when they go trick-or-treating, because this reminded me of them. Okay. Now, let's do the photo mats. Here I did 3 3x4s. You can do, like I might do a 4x6 and a 3x4 just to show something different. What do you think? Yeah, it does look like the curve. Oh, you know what? I used orange. I used my pumpkin in the cards that I made this afternoon. I hope I have pumpkin. Oh gosh, what did I do? Phew, I found some. Yay. I used them as a card base for my cards this afternoon. Okay, I need 4 1/4. So these ones that are 3x4, I cut the pumpkin 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So let's do 4 1/4. And then, like I said, let's maybe do let's throw in a 6 1/4. And then a 3 1/4. And I might use that as a journaling box. You think I think I need a journaling box. What do you think? Okay. So put it there. And here. I think my phone is like drooping because I keep getting, looks like lower and lower. Okay, I have, I still have some 4x6 placeholders. I'm getting low, so I'm getting nervous. Although I have stamps that says the sizes, but I don't like that as much. Plus, you've got to use your own paper. Now, this one, I think I'm going to make a journaling box, so let's cut a piece of white. can't wait to go trick-or-treating this year. Ellie wants to be, I think it's called K-pop Demon Hunters or something like this. I don't know. Demon Hunters. She wants to be the Demon Hunters. Oh, shoot, I cut this. I cut this the size of the mat, not the size of a picture. 3, so I want this to be 3. 4 by 3. Yeah, so K-pop Demon Hunter, something like that. I don't know, and I have to be one of them. She wants me to be a demon hunter, although Megan gets to be the demon, apparently. I have to. It's a movie on Netflix. Has anybody watched the movie on Netflix? I'm gonna have to watch it. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. And this one here. Anyway, I think it would be cute on this this little layout. I think Monroe is going to be one of the demons. I don't know. But me and Henry's mom get to be the other demon hunters. Yeah, I see my phone keeps twisting. Let's see. Okay. And you know, I found last time, I found my little storyline, so I've been using these up a storm. I'm going to draw a line so I know that I meant to do journaling here. If you don't have one of these things, just use your ruler to make your lines. And if you have a T-square, it's the best because then they can all be straight. Hi, everyone. I think the movie's called like K-pop Demon Hunters. Jean, have you heard of the K-pop Demon Hunters? That actually seems like a movie that Jess would like. Maybe I need to tighten these. There we go. I don't know if that's better. Okay. Now comes the fun part where we can decorate. Well, that's what Ellie wants to be for Halloween, is the K-pop Demon Hunters. And she's somebody like called Rumi, or I don't know, Kumi, Rumi. And then I'm going to be, I don't know, Ezra maybe? She wears like a little halter top. I was like, I'm not wearing a halter top. I'm sorry. But, okay. So now let's decorate. I'm getting out the little things here. I could put another tree. We'll see. We won't put anything down until we like it. Because I don't want it to be exactly the same. Jean, this paper is the Spooky Sweet collection. Put that there. Maybe one of the brooms. This came off. Here we go. I was like, I know I have a broom already cut out. I could put that. Okay, then the little characters, we've got the princess, the mummy, and then this little, I don't know, this little, I don't know if he's supposed to be a bat because he's kind of got bat ears or just some kind of bird. I don't know. And then we've got these little guys too. And then I put the cauldron, but we could put the potion with the potion label. Okay. Okay. And then all we need to do is kind of populate them someplace. The biggest part of this are getting them where you like them. And I'm going to try and make them different so it's not the same as that. So let's put the hippopotamus like here. Is there one where the hippo's going the other way? No, there aren't. Well, there is, but I used it on my card. Oh. Okay, and then we got this guy. Let's put these guys together. And then the princess, we could put over here. How's that look? I think that looks good. Yeah, I think it's this part that's roll. Sorry if I'm going to make you dizzy because I'm trying to move the... I don't know if I made it better or worse. Let's give it time to the lag to catch up. Yeah, that was like worse. There we go. Let's see. Okay, let's pop these up. And again, this is called the Spooky Suite. It's got a page of the house fronts, I don't know, condo fronts. And then it has this. And then there's also the rest of the page is like card front scenes. So you can make little card fronts and then use these characters on them. So I mean, this is a great set for scrapbook layouts, but it's also really good for cards. I'll show you some of the cards that I made afterwards. So if you make Halloween cards, this is a nice set. So yeah, we're putting these guys together like they're buddies. We'll put the little princess. I'm going to move these up maybe like this. Okay. Well, now it's too high. I don't know what is, sorry about the video today. It's not great. The problem is I came in really quickly, right before I was going to go live because I was mowing. And I wanted to get the front and the sides mowed before I went live. So I pushed the time. Okay, let's do a mini dimensional here. There we go. Put him there. And there are other things you can add. You can add some of those candy corns. There's bats, which we'll add some bats later. Oh, but you know what? I have letters. I cut some letters out. Where did I put them, guys? Might have to cut them out again. I don't see it. That's before we do the bottom part. Let's do the letters so we can make sure that it fits. And of course, after I cut them, we will find it again. But that's okay. It's good for you to see what I did. Okay, let's use this. And I used these letters. This is the block alphabet. I'm close to my heart. I thought that I have the alphabet a la mode, and I thought they were too skinny for this particular layout. And I tried it in black at first. I cut the letters out in black, and I didn't like it because you couldn't really distinguish it from the fence there. So what did I do with these letters? I had them out on my desk here. Okay. Yeah, I love these letters. I mean, I've been trying not to use them because they're close to my heart, or at least use them in a live, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, and then I just need an O. Another O. Okay. Let's get the O. Okay, let's see. QRSTUVWXY. And then the O. Okay, here we go. Yeah, these are my favorite letters, really. I need to get some more Stampin' Up! Alphabets. I've been saving up my rewards points to get the pennant and the big letter dies. So I'm hoping to get those soon. Don't forget, rewards program, if you're when you purchase something, you have to opt in, but it's free. You get rewards and then you can use them on future purchases. Okay, so to you, I did the Boo to You. If you're a Disney fan, you know about that. And I did, I swiped the outside of the letters with, this is Petunia Pop. You could use a finger dauber, but I'm just kind of, that way it gives it a little bit of definition from the paper underneath, because I felt it was kind of flat. So I just edged it a little bit. Petunia Pop is one of my favorite colors. And I've mentioned before, I'm not a purple fan, but this to me, Petunia Pop is more pinkish than purple, I guess. I don't know. Although I wouldn't wear a shirt this color because of my hair, but in a scrapbook layout, I love it. Okay, let's see. The inside here of the U is going to be a little bit harder, but this is where the finger dauber would be nice. Okay. And then let's put these down. Okay, I've got the 2 U. So I think each of the sheets has 2 trees on them, and you get 2 sheets of the punch outs. So really, there are a lot of these punch outs. Let me tell you, I mentioned this before, if you're going to my fall crop, or if you marked going or interested on my fall crop, I did put together make and takes for you to send out. And I used, it's going to be one of these treat bags. So I sent a treat bag, a character, one of the tags from the tag sheet. So I've used all these characters. I've used the characters that I sent out for the make and takes. I made a whole 6 cards. Not all of them had the characters on it, but some of them did. And I still have all of these. And, you know, and these. I used most of the characters off of this one, but I mean, I have a lot of these little pieces left. So you can see each sheet comes with 2 of the trees, 3 of the hippos, I think maybe 3 of each character. Looks like 3 of everything, pretty much. So there's a lot of stuff. Okay, so this one I want to kind of keep here because I don't want it to overlap the picture too much. So let's put this down. Oh, I missed one of these openings. There's an opening right there. And the reason why I like the tree here, because remember I said I feel like this is a cemetery on this side of the houses. To make it spooky. This is the spooky part, this is the sweet part. And then I am only going to take off the backing of ones that aren't going to be on top of my picture. So let's see, I'll put half of one there. I'm just trimming the side pieces here. Okay, so let's see. So these ones, so maybe these two I'm not going to take off. I will take off all the other ones. And I was able to do this layout because there are 2 sheets of each paper, obviously. And so 2 of the sheets had this, had the town like, so. Okay. Okay, and then let's do our little potion bottle, because I put the cauldron over there. So let's put the label on the bottle. Here's the bottle. Okay, and then I did pop up that, so let's pop this up here. Used a lot of the dimensionals today. And if you didn't see, oh, thanks, Mom. I was kind of, like, I almost didn't do this live. I mean, I love this layout, but I thought this is too easy. It's like I cut, you know, the paper in half, and then I'm putting these little characters on, but it's so cute. So cute. Okay, let's put this here like that. Okay, now let's put some bats on. I've got a couple bats. I'll put 2 bats because I have 3 here. And this way it'll still be an odd number. I'll put the bat there. So what do you guys think? Do you do an odd number on each page, or do you do an odd number for the whole layout? I'm just going to put 2 so that my whole layout is odd numbered, but originally Ellie wanted to do the Beauty and the Beast. She wanted to be Beauty in the blue dress. I forget what Monroe was going to be. Henry was going to be the Beast. Megan was going to be Mrs. Potts. Oh, Monroe was going to be Chip. And then Henry's mom was going to be the feather duster, and then Henry's dad was going to be Lumiere. And then I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna be. Okay, last thing. Yeah, I agree. Julie, you don't have a rule about numbers of things? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a rule. I do what I think looks good, but I do try to keep it odd numbers. Okay. So here I've got a black, a white, a pink, and a pink. So I did 5 there. So I did use all of the colors. So let's try this. Let's put something there. That goes nice there. And then I want a pink one. I don't want it there. Put something down here. Let's do a white one down here by the bat. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's keep it like that. I don't want to get too much. But I love these too, and I've used a lot. And actually, I sent some of these in the make and takes too. You can see where I cut away some of them. So you're gonna get, if you signed up for the event, you're gonna get some really cute stuff. I don't know why I have such a hard time with this envelope. I don't know what I did to it, but I messed it up. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, there is the finished layout. I told you it would be a fast layout. Hopefully it was something you could craft along with because it was really easy. This was 4 3/4. This paper, 4 3/4, and then this paper is 2 inches. But again, it's based on this paper. But if you didn't see my other sample where I didn't use this paper, but I did the same layout, it's there. I agree, Julie. I need to put a new bag. I have a zipper bag, like a zip top bag I think I could use. Okay, so this is one where I used the Perfectly Pairs, and I made a perfect day. Just to show you, you can do the same layout. And I'll drop the link to my blog again because I know people came late, and I think if you come after I drop a link, you don't see the links, maybe, I don't know. So I dropped the link again. That's got the measurements and everything. Okay. So this is so cute. Let me show you the papers one last time if I can. So I have this paper, and I can't really show you because I used both of them, of that one. But there's this paper. It's got a nice neutral back. This is the page with all the tags. And the back of that. And the tags, I think you could put some of those characters on. You've got the glamorous flamingo paper. And then the orange back. The candy paper. And the black background with orange stripes. And then there was this paper. And then here's the bottom of it that that was left over. This is the back of it. So this was at the top, and then the thing was here, and then this. And then these are card fronts for scenes. And like I made this card here using this as a scene. You know, you can even do it on a flat card, but you know, use this and then put a couple characters on there. It's just a really cute paper. And like when I saw this paper, I thought there's no other way you can use this paper besides this layout. Because as Julie says, it showcases the paper. It's so cute. I mean, it's like it was meant for kids trick-or-treating because they have the neighborhood, and then they've got all the little kids dressed up. So so cute. There is a stamp set. You could also use these two characters in here. You would have to color them and stamp them. So actually on this card, you can see the Frankenstein guy is here, and then the witch cat. So this is a Frankenstein dog and a witch cat. So if you're a cat or dog lover, this is a good stamp set for you. And then I put this guy on here, you know. He was a punch out, but these two I stamped and then colored. And then these bats are part of the dies. So there's bat dies. So those are those dies. And then there's some other cute dies. There's a house, like a haunted house die, and then I think that's a coffin die. I don't know. And then the fence. I have a fence right here that I didn't use in my cards, but I have a fence. And then this cuts out the broom and the pumpkin, which I did use up here. I stamped these and then colored them in. And then some of the sparkly stars. Okay, next week, I did use this suite again. And I'm making, it's a one-sheet wonder. So you don't have to necessarily use this suite for the one-sheet wonder. But I use this. To make these cards. And you can see I use some of the punch outs. This is the die. So this is next week's live, and on this one, I love this one. I don't know if you can see, it's got, I embossed the front of this. Anyway, this is a one-sheet wonder. And you can make all of these cards out of one sheet, and I used the, let's see, use this paper. I used this paper here to do it. Is the coffin die a bag topper? I don't know. It could be. Let's see. The problem is that you have to kind of put it up and down because of the bat. But I mean, you could use it as a bag topper. Well, now I feel like it's... There you go. So this is what I'm doing next week. And actually, I did this with Halloween papers, the one sheet wonder. And so you can do it with any papers too. So just FYI, I am using the Halloween one since it's that time of year. And this paper is too cute. But this is what's going on next week. Okay? So next Sunday are the one sheet wonders. But this is what we did today. Okay, I did drop the blog that has the measurements. And it's also got a resource page that links all the products that I used. Okay. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today. And I hope to see you next week for the One Sheet Wonder cards. And don't forget to sign up for my virtual scrapbook crop on September 27th. It's free. And if you mark going on the event, it's on my page, Crafty Chemist Designs. If you mark going on the event, I will send you a make and take, and it is it's a treat bag with some of these accessories. Okay? Okay, see you guys next week. Bye.